closing. That's heartbreaking. Now I gotta go to World of Beer today just to
It's Mark.
just show my support.
I had to leave that little bit of audio going before we started the theme to hear James' soliloquy about World of Beer. But
yeah, I gotta go now. I gotta go to my local World of Beer to show support because all the other ones closed down in Buffalo and Huntsville. Brutal.
Well, it was in College Station, but hola amigos, and welcome to Mark Out. I don't know what this is. Mania.
What the hell is it?
I don't know. Yeah. But I'm Pedro Williams. Oh, it takes
throwing up gang signals.
What was the MC Hammer thing? Too legit.
Yeah,
too legit. Too legit. Too quick.
Brutal.
But I know someone who will never play that on the air. The Extreme. James Storno, aka Tim House.
I would never play. I am good, Pedro. I'm good, my friend. And you're right. I would never play that. But yeah, I'm good. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's do it. Lots to get into.
Now I have to figure out how to do a cover, and I can have the shaker going like too legit.
Oh no!
But maybe that'll get
me the acoustic version.
Maybe that'll get me struck by lightning from the God of Thunder, Zeus King Dark. How are you?
Hey Zeus, are you trying to tell us something with that photo?
Oh yeah, of course. You know.
Mr. Cobb?
Yeah, what's going on with old Jeff Cobb, Zeus King Dark? I don't know why I said your name like.
Well, so somebody in WWE needed money, okay? And so they called up the Marks at Fightful.com and told them that Jeff Cobb was already on the WWE internal roster.
Wow. The Monster Matanza comes to WWE. Can you imagine?
So, and in the face of that rumor, Jeff Cobb did go on to beat Naito in the tournament.
Oh yeah, he beat Naito in the New Japan Cup?
Yep. So then he faces Shota Umino next.
Oh.
And then
I thought y'all knew the results. That already happened. That stuff already happened. So
did he go over Umino?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in the quarterfinal, Shingo beat Drilla Maloney, Shota beat Jeff Cobb, David Finlay beat Yuya Uemura, and Zack Sabre Jr. beat Taichi.
Oh, so much for the rumor propelling his career.
And then Hiroki Goto defeated Yuji Nagata in a title match. So is Goto?
I should have put the strap on Nagata. Why not?
Is Goto just defending the title against old people since he's been against his first defense was against Tanahashi and now his second defense is against Nagata?
He's making the retirement home rounds.
I think Hanma is ready for a title shot.
I don't like to see Nagata win it just one time real quick again. Why not?
Nagata's won like everything, though.
Yeah, I know, but at this point, I mean, come on.
Isn't this what? And besides, the thing you're talking about, isn't this the sentiment behind Goto's title run right now?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So I mean,
yeah, but he doesn't have any much. He doesn't. he hadn't been in a business as long as Nagata.
No, I know.
No.
I know.
Oh.
But Nagata's he's part of the club, isn't he, Zeus? He's won like the IWGP, the GHC, and the Triple Crown.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. And he's the only person to have won the G1 Climax, Champion Carnival, and the NOAH Global League.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. And it's funny because 2 new vignettes aired last night on SmackDown where very mysterious vignettes, who are these people, what does it mean? And right away, Jeff Cobb, it's going to be Jeff Cobb. No, he's still wrestling in the New Japan Cup. Well, he was, but it's not Jeff Cobb. He's probably Aleister Black. And was probably either Ray Phoenix or the Chad Gable luchador character.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Yeah. So we'll see.
The thing typically with New Japan Pro wrestlers is everybody typically re-signs in January. It used to be everybody was on a yearly deal in New Japan and in All Japan. And in January, everybody would just re-sign another year.
When this contract up, Zeus?
No idea.
No idea, yeah.
Okay. No idea. That's the whole thing it's just like every other fucking contract. We don't know. We don't know anymore.
Right.
Right. So especially with because we saw Carl Anderson get snatched out of New Japan, unceremoniously a few years ago, and that was so useful for WWE because he did nothing.
Pretty much.
He hosted a little TV show or some shit.
Yeah.
Him and Carl Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Or what's the other one's name?
Gallows.
That's
right?
it. Yeah.
Doc Gallows.
Yeah. Yeah. And what they teamed up with AJ Styles for about 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, they did the fake version of the Bullet Club. Yeah.
They call themselves the Club or something
the Club, yeah.
The Club Sandwich.
The Dollar Tree Bullets Club, yeah. Yeah, but they're probably heading back to Japan because they got nowhere else to go. Because they're going to TNA.
TNA will take them.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
TNA will take anyone.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Although supposedly TNA sold supposedly TNA sold out their show yesterday. The Sacrifice.
Yeah, Sacrifice. Yeah.
Really, they sold it out. I was kind of surprised.
How many people is that?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not very many.
Oh, Zeus, I want you to see if you can check the arena for SmackDown yesterday because that looked like a PLE.
Okay.
It was in Barcelona.
They were in Barcelona. Yeah, they were in Barcelona.
Oh, okay.
That shit looked like a PLE, man. That shit looked like they were in the garden. It was jammed.
So that TNA show was in El Paso yesterday.
Oh, look at that.
Let's see.
Hey, Pedro, you could have went and watched Joe Hendry take on Hammerstone.
James, it would have taken like all day or whatever to get to El Paso. Like you're talking
Yeah, I know.
Like, do you know how big Texas is?
I know. Being facetious.
Oh, okay.
Echo Gate Studio, B. Brian Bell's in the house.
Have you seen the report by Keller? Nakamura contract is up soon, and WWE isn't interested in re-signing. Oh,
I won't be interested in it. I think his time is up. That's it. It's over. It's done. Next, move on.
Well, he could come back to New Japan, get an IWGP World Heavyweight title shot.
Yeah.
Probably.
Why not give him another one? Why not?
I wouldn't be surprised if he went to Noah, to be honest with you. But
does Noah have money?
A cyber fight, yeah. I mean, they're kind of a corporation or whatever. So yeah.
Nakamura.
I mean, he can feud with Kenta there, right?
I do gimmick he had on SmackDown failed miserably.
The ninja one?
Yeah, that was horrible. Half his face painted and with the stupid mask, it did not go over.
Yeah, he's really taken to living in the United States. So what Echo Gates is referring to.
Yeah.
Apparently, his family likes living. From what we've heard, his family likes living in the United States. So,
maybe he'll go to TNA.
He's got. We're gonna hear Excalibur. Who's? Oh, we all know who that is. That's Nakamura. He's gonna drop to MJF.
Oh God.
Hey, remind me when we're off the air, not on the air, but remind me when we're off the air to tell you something about MJF and MVP. It has to be off the air, though. Just remember.
MJF and MVP?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're off the air.
Are they involved with the CIA or the FBI? No? Okay.
It's classified. It's classified, James. But
the
yeah,
FBI, do you mean the full-blooded Italians?
Yeah, the FBI.
JT Smith, Tommy Rich, Tracy Smothers, Little Guido.
Tracy Smothers was the man in full-blood Italians.
Hey.
You know, it is the Ides of March today. So it's apt to bring up the full-blooded Italians. Who's the best Italian gimmick wrestler today? It gives me Bruno, wouldn't it? Bruno?
I guess. How about Salvatore Sincere?
Echo Gate Studio said Nakamura will join Okada and they will go around calling everyone bitches, laughing. I hope not.
Please. I can't even look at Okada anymore.
I can't even look at you. Look what they did to my beautiful baby.
Look what they did to my boy.
Yeah, look what they did to my boy.
James can't look at it anymore. I can't believe you did that.
Look what they did to my beautiful boy. You're no good. Oh. Okada broke my heart.
It's just one of those things.
Ooh, that SmackDown logo looks terrible.
They got
I'm not a fan of it.
I haven't seen it.
It's got the word smack on top of down, and the S turns into a D. It looks like Smack Zone.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. It's caca. I see, Zeus, you posted something interesting in our chat. How it seems that WWE actually wants to put the Lucha Brothers together after Phoenix debuts.
Of course, once again, it's just a rumor.
Yeah, rumor. Yeah.
But hopefully,
if you ask me, I think you should keep them on separate shows because I think Phoenix is the better in-ring competitor. But you got Penta's more over because he's got more charisma. He's much more charismatic than Phoenix outside of the ring itself. So I think you keep them on separate shows, and then 6 months, 8 months down the line, you can always bring them back together as the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, but I don't think you even do that. I think you make them. I think you make them face each other. Just
Yeah.
just bring them into conflict for me. I mean, I'm sure they're going to reveal that they're brothers too for the WWE universe, but just they don't have to be buddy fucking buddies. Just make it. Make
Have
it a
Phoenix turn
fucking
heel.
story. Don't just go. Oh, hey,
I'll be
look,
right back. I'll be right
look.
back.
Here's the 2-pack of action figures. Let's just go ahead and put them together. No, fuck that
Yeah.
shit, man. Do something fucking interesting.
I'll have Phoenix turn heel.
Honestly, we lost the chance of doing something interesting when Penta and all those guys left AAA.
Right.
Remember all that? That
Yeah.
that was some fun shit, but it that everything was out in the open as far as them being brothers and leaving together, and then that's when they started teaming and shit like that. We never got a story.
James, did you see this?
What?
What Brian Bell posted? James, I'm so sorry, bitch. I'm so sorry. Beach.
Oh, that was good. That was good, Brian.
He won't, but he should.
Nah, keep him out of NXT.
That they should make a T-shirt for Okada. Have the look of an NWO shirt that that white border, and then the inside of it just says beach.
Yeah. And the back it says, "I may be paid, but my career took a nosedive." Yeah. Horrible.
The things you do for the love of the stupid young bucks.
No, the things you do for fucking money.
For the love of the young bucks.
For the love of money.
Because that's what it is. That's what it came down to, money. You get a chance to go to WrestleMania. No, I want to go on camera and call people beach.
He wanted to be with his friends, James.
It's funny too because historically, WWE would be the place where you go to get a stupid fucking gimmick.
Yeah.
That's true.
Mantar. Oh, okay.
Well, I mean,
Duke the Dumpster Josie.
The blonde hair shit. And,
yeah.
It's like everybody, and then, then
they made Okada go back to his TNA look. If I called him Kato. Oh, man.
And I go back to this every once in a while, but how do you think that fucking locker room full of cartoon characters felt like when Tully and Arn walked in there as Tully and Arn Anderson?
Right, I know, right? What's your name, Arn Anderson? Oh, wow. Let you keep it.
What are they going to call you? The Brainbusters. Oh, well, what's going to be your new name? That's the same name.
Same name.
Same name. What are you going to wear?
We don't even have to get new trunks.
That's true.
Same truck, same boots.
Yeah.
Same roll of tape.
Only thing different is we got Bobby Heenan as our manager.
Yep.
That was awesome, by the way. But yeah, I think, the Phoenix should come in as the heel and, turn on Penta, and then, because the Penta's already over, so why ruin his momentum?
Yeah.
So.
And you can have Phoenix bouncing around with Dragon Lee and some of those guys. And
Yeah.
Santos Escobar.
Sometimes.
Yeah, Alistair Black coming back. They're talking about making him the new leader of Judgment Day. I'm like, why do that? No, don't do that.
Oh, Dom has been talking about they need a new member for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I know. He's setting it up.
Yeah,
I know.
I didn't put that together until you said that. I was like, oh. Oh.
But there's another rumor I read. Some idiot said that, they're setting it up for Rusev too. He's coming back. I'm like, yeah, we'll see.
Rusev, is it finally time for real Rusev Day?
Real Rusev Day. But then he's going to want to bring his whore, and they're going to be like, no, because we don't need her. And
they don't really need him, but...
No, they don't.
I mean, who do
I
they
actually don't want him. I actually don't want him there because Zeus, they don't need him.
James turned to rubber band noise for me.
Yeah, right.
Huh?
One of us
broke up there for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just saying because I think you're right, Zeus, because they don't need him. I don't really want him there. They don't need him.
Well, here's the thing, though. Member berries go a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So just coming out and doing Rusev Day stuff and, just going, kind of being a comedy act again would still stir up a lot of, interest and things like that, I think. It just depends on where you want to put him, because he could even be on one of the smaller shows. It just
yeah. Well, there was something interesting I called last night on SmackDown. They said Backlash is going to be in St. Louis, so that's Randy Orton's hometown. Now, how would it be if the main event of Backlash is John Cena versus Randy Orton for the undisputed WWE Championship? You have Orton Cena one more time as the heel. Cena as the heel.
So you're saying Cena wins at WrestleMania?
I mean, he doesn't need to, but I mean, it will make it sweeter if the belt's on the line, don't you think? I mean, he doesn't need to win at WrestleMania because the oh my God moment already happened.
But some point, he's got to go out as the hero, though.
Yeah. So the oh my God moment already happened. So him winning the title is not going to give you that oh my God moment just because it already happened. So, but you're right, Deuce. He's got to go out the hero at some point. So, you could do Orton and Cena at Backlash. Cena's the heel, and then he realizes after the match, Orton's my friend. What the hell am I doing? And then they could twist it however way they want it. It was all a dream. I woke up. Oh, I was drugged by The Rock. He roofied me, and now I was a heel.
He roofied me, no.
He put me under hypnosis and made me believe I was a heel. So who knows?
I do think that it would be more fun if Cena and The Rock start kind of clashing,
Yeah.
Especially if they let The Rock be the overbearing prick that he really is on TV, I think that would help a lot.
Well, he's got to be the new. He's got to be the new McMahon, right? That's what makes sense, right?
I guess that's part of that final boss persona.
Yeah, I will make him the new McMahon. So, and then we'll get Cena and The Rock one more time.
Does anyone really want Cena and The Rock one more time?
Not particularly. I don't want The Rock at all. But, as Pedro says, he brings eyes to the screen. Yeah.
You say as Pedro says, but Pedro's just stating reality. Pedro's not like, it's not like an opinion of Pedro's.
No, I know. It just to me, it doesn't matter if he's there or not because I'm watching regardless.
It's very strange to talk about yourself in third person, by the way. It's not natural for me to say that.
He doesn't make me want to watch more. I'm not more eager to watch it because The Rock's going to be on there. As a matter of fact, it makes me want to change the channel. because I don't want to hear this kind of stupid promo.
But the numbers say say more.
Well, yeah,
more people
because people who, because the idiot fans, unlike us, like the real diehards, unlike us, they're gonna like, oh, The Rock's gonna be on TV. I'm gonna watch. And, who's John Cena? So, oh, he's that guy from Fast and the Furious. Oh yeah, I'll watch that. So yeah, I get it.
Oh yeah, and
he's the Peacemaker. Oh yeah, I'll watch that.
Did you say the pacemaker?
No, the Peacemaker. Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. Peacemaker. I was like, what gimmick is this?
He's gonna tag team with the defibrillator with me.
The most electrifying.
That was good, Pedro. That was good. All managed by the Shockmaster.
Right?
Oh.
We get some smelling salts and
yeah. There we go. Oh, that was good.
So Pedro, did Starlight Kid win the Cinderella tournament?
No, well, she wasn't in the Cinderella tournament. They made a rule like
hold on, I'll be right back.
I don't know if they started last year or it might have started last year or it could be they started this year, but they're doing a new thing with the Cinderella tournament where you couldn't have won anything beforehand. You couldn't have won any of the major titles, either the white or the red, etc. So since she's the white champion, she couldn't be in the Cinderella tournament. So she's basically she can never be in it anymore. So she's never going to win the Cinderella tournament if it sticks to these rules, to the new rules. She was defending she had a title defense today against Konami. So she apparently got
rules.
Apparently she got injured last week, and they were saying that she got injured. And she was supposed to be in this match during the middle of the week where she was going to team with Jaguar Yokota against Tiger Queen and someone else. And they pulled her out of that, and they replaced her with Azumi because they said she was injured. And the belief was she's so injured she was likely going to drop the title to Konami. But then she didn't drop the title to Konami. She won the match. And but then she's supposed to have a match against Saya Kamatani and kind of a champion versus champion non-title thing in the coming weeks. And they've pulled her out of that. So because they said that they're citing injury. So I don't know if she's really injured or not, or what's going on, or she's injured but okay enough to do a match here and there. I don't know what's going on. But so I apologize, Zeus. Konami did not win the title. I thought they were, which I don't know what that says about their opinion of her, that they, even when the champion's injured, they don't take the belt off them to put it on her.
Are you hurt? Yeah, that's all right. Put the belt on you anyway. You can wrestle.
Shit's messed up over there, man. Swear to God.
I mean, y'all know how these Japanese wrestlers are. They wrestle forever with like injuries and stuff. They had that AEW pay-per-view last weekend, right? The Revolution. And Momo Watanabe had that match against Mercedes / Sasha, whatever you want to call her. And she injured her ankle in the match. But then she's still been wrestling matches in Japan. They're just having her do less in the matches. She's not doing as much. But apparently her ankle is injured. So who knows with these people? They're insane people, as we all know.
It really is.
It'll give it time to heal?
Say what now?
It won't give her time to heal up a bit?
No.
It does seem like
there's this belief that, like, you know, they got to give the fans what they want and what they expect, and you know, you got to have every single person there, and you know, I'm like, God damn, you know, fans in 2025 are spoiled as fuck.
Yeah.
Zeus.
I mean, you know, we used to buy tickets to fucking shows, and we didn't know who the fuck was gonna be there.
That's true.
Yep.
That's
That
true.
is true. That is true.
We didn't know jack shit. And that was the
Nope.
thing about, like, you know, in Greensboro and all those house shows and shit. The tickets for the house shows would go on sale the night of the show that you're at, so you could go buy
Right.
tickets to the next show. That's why
Right.
John and those guys always had those front row seats in Greensboro, because that woman would hold them for them, and they would buy them that night.
I remember going to a few NWA house shows, and you didn't know who was on the card. You knew what a basic main event. That was pretty much it. But like everything else, you didn't know who was going to show up. You know. You know.
Um,
So.
Zeus, you're saying about they want to give the fans like what they want, or you know, things like that, right? It's funny you say that because Starlight Kid said this in her post show interview thing, was that when she didn't want to give up the belt because she was thinking about all the people who are coming out, you know, and stuff like that. Because I mean, she's one of the top 3 merch movers in the company, so it's kind of interesting. I was like, oh, you hit on the exact thing that they push.
Money, 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 money. Everybody's got a price. Just ask Okada.
James, I didn't know this episode was going to become like we're having a therapy session right now, Zeus, for James. James, it's okay. You can, if you need to cry, you can cry. Just let it out.
Thank you.
What?
I would rather see the Brooklyn Brawler in the Hall of Fame than Lex Luger. I'll tell you that much.
Well, but James, I gotta ask you before we get into that. What has Lux been saying about Okada and AEW, about what they've?
He hasn't said much about Okada. I'm sure he's waiting for the title unification match between Kenny Omega and Okada because it's coming. But he hasn't said much about it. You know, I think the last thing we spoke about AEW, he was more into how he's actually enjoying Ricochet's heel work right now. So.
Oh my God! Have y'all seen these tweets by Ricochet yesterday where he's saying he's the best he's the best promo in the business right now?
He's no Drew McIntyre.
Talk about blowing smoke up somebody's ass.
Well, you know, he has to make room since the finger's already up there.
Oh, dang. Dang.
But no, you know, he's trying to get, you know, is that him trying to get Healy? I mean, okay.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
I mean, it has
you
to.
Know?
Come on.
No, I mean, it has to be him trying to get heat. But right now, I think the best promo online is Drew McIntyre. He kills it with his tweets.
Yeah, he's done a really good job of connecting with the fans, whether or not he's on.
Yeah, he stepped up his game. Yeah. I mean, he's improved on the mic. He's good. He's good. No, also I thought it was surprisingly good. She had a match last night on SmackDown. Now she's been on the roster for over a year already, and they've done absolutely dick with her. But she finally got into the ring last night, B-Fab. And you can see why they keep her around. She's shown flashes of it. You know, it's there. It has to be nurtured. It has to be brought out of her. But It's there. She's a nice, tall, athletic. She's a good-looking young woman, and she can move in the ring. So it's there. She needs somebody to carry her during the match, but it's there. It's there. I'd like to see more of her in the ring. So I think this is a good start. And, the fans in Barcelona last night, Pedro, I love your people. They was like, fuck you.
James, my people are not in Barcelona. Just so you know.
Spain, same shit.
And it's not. Is James? My family is from Madrid.
I know, two different things.
No, James, you need to understand this. The socio-political ramifications of what you're saying are gigantic. Because Barcelona,
I'm just trying to make a point. I'm not trying to get into a thing. I'm just saying that I appreciate the people saying "fuck you, Flair," because that's what they were doing. The whole crowd in unison was saying "fuck you, Flair." So I appreciated that. So I was just trying to make a little joke, saying I appreciate your people.
But they're not my people, James. That's the thing. The Barcelona is like the head of the separatists, and Madrid, we're like the capital.
I know. Yeah. It's like the Bronx going to war with Brooklyn. I get it.
It's kind of like how Quebec used to be with everybody else.
Yeah.
In Canada.
Spaniards in general. How about that? Okay. All the people were saying "fuck you, Flair." I love that. That was awesome. And the camera work, they messed up a little bit because they caught Flair giving the crowd the one finger salute.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was like, oops. Yeah, I was like, oops, camera caught that by accident.
By accident. No. And James, you need to look at the manga translation group on Twitter. Zeus just posted Ricochet's hat. So
really? He posted Ricochet's hat?
You have to look at the manga translation group, though.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. Those caps all those caps, by the way, is just all being recalled. You know that?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. They're terrible.
Because there's like a handful of them that say, the one from Texas, right?
Yeah, Tetas, yeah.
Yeah, it's like Tetas. It's like, oh my God.
The twins look like tits.
Yeah. The one for the Oakland A's, it says ass. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, so all those caps are being recalled.
That's what you get when you hire somebody from marketing that sold the Nova to Latin American countries.
Yeah, right. But I like to know who approved that. Who's sitting there going, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea."
Novas to Spanish-speaking countries.
Idiots.
It's a no-go.
Oh my God.
That's funny. I mean, I would love to get a hat just to get it. Yeah, because they're not making them anymore. So like 5 years from now, you know what I'm saying, be worth something. But that's funny. It's a good hat for Ricochet. He should wear it.
Oh, if only he was wearing it, but who knows? We don't want to get into what he would do with it.
I mean, somebody should throw that hat in the ring instead of toilet paper. Do better. Pedro, did you watch the NXT show?
No, I did not see it, but I heard the results. Yes.
Oh, from the Garden? Oh man, that place was. You would think I keep calling it the Felt Forum because that's what it used to be called for all those years. The theater at Madison Square Garden. Excuse me. That place was rocking, man. They love Stephanie Vaquer. She's the new double champ. She's your new NXT Women's Champion, along with North America Champion. It was a good match. The match with Moose and Obafemi were like two trucks colliding. It was good.
How is that? Okay.
That was good, man. They were hitting hard. They looked they looked like a little stiff, you know.
I heard some people say the women's title match was on the short side, and then some
Yeah, it
said
was. It was only about 10 minutes, if that, which is weak. Yeah, because I think the other matches went too long. I think the street fight with Javon Ayers and what's his name? Or Ethan Page.
Yeah,
I think that went way too long. Way too long. But the tag team match between the Hardys and Fraxium, holy shit. That was good stuff.
Oh, really? The Hardys showed up like that. They did a good job.
Yeah. The Hardys showed up. They showed up. They did not sleepwalk through this match.
Yeah, you know.
James,
off, I guess.
You were asking about the Barcelona show, right?
Yeah.
It says I think it says something like the capacity for at that place is 12,760. I guess well, this is more than a day ago, but there is 837 tickets still left to be sold. So
that place was rocking last night.
I guess it was somewhere around 12K.
And the way they configured it too, you saw all the seats. You remember how they did the entrance for the Puerto Rico show?
Okay.
It was basically the same setup. So you had all those people on top. All on top of the entrance. So it was pretty cool how they set it up. That place was rocking. Yeah, but all those European shows rock like that, you know?
It sounds like Monday Night Raw is completely sold out.
Yeah, it's in Brussels, right?
Yeah, the upcoming one sounds like it's completely sold out.
It's Brussels, then SmackDown's in Italy, and then Raw's going to be, I think the last Raw in the European tour is in London. Now they're going to Scotland. So. Oh, and the Raw is going to be live on Monday on Netflix. So, streaming afternoon.
Right.
So that should be interesting.
Well, Irish people can drink any time of the day, so.
I only drink 2 times, in the AM and the PM. That's it.
Great.
I only drink in days. I only drink in days that end in Y. I drink on 2 occasions: if I'm alone or if I'm with someone. That's it. Oh man, but that place was all right yesterday. Oh, and they hey, Pedro, you appreciate this. They So Gunther comes out, right? All dressed in his gear, ready to go. He says, I had to show up on SmackDown because it's the start of the European tour and I'm Europe's greatest wrestler. So I hear back there's a kid who's supposed to be really good. And the crowd goes crazy because, he's from Madrid.
Yeah.
So the crowd goes nuts and fucking Axiom comes out. Oh man, that was the day they actually let them go for about 15 minutes.
Oh wow.
They let them go at it, and it was good. You know what? It goes to show you how good Gunther is because he sold to that little guy, and he made it look believable. I mean, he made Axiom's kicks and strikes look believable. I thought Gunther's really good. You know?
Axiom. Like I keep like thinking it's like the circumference of a circle or some shit.
It's A-Kid, yeah. So it was good. It was so funny. He goes, so I hear there's a kid back there. I was started laughing. I was like, the whole crowd went nuts. It was good. It was good.
So, James, you excited? You ready for the Lex Express to roll into the WWE Hall?
Oh, fuck out of here with this bullshit. I'm going to shoot both his fucking wheelchairs. I'm going to shoot both his wheels on his wheelchair. So he can't go. He can't roll up on stage.
Told you, man. You do that. You do that. You make him walk. You make him walk for the first time in 15 years. You know.
Well, then he'll finally be over for something he actually did. He walked.
Damn,
he actually did something.
Damn.
Like I understand everybody wants it. I understand it was long overdue. I understand people say you should have been there a long time ago. Fuck that. Elizabeth died on his watch.
You know, people die though.
I mean, they were
okay.
The thing that's hard about that deal is they were both drug addicts.
Like, yeah, I know. I mean, that's not fair to pin it on him.
The stuff like that.
Yeah,
happens.
I know. It's unfair to pin that on him. I know.
But, well, I'm not saying it's necessarily it's unfair. It's just, you know, I mean.
Well, no, it is a little unfair to pin it all on her because she's a grown woman. She decided to do that stuff, you know. But again, you know, I just don't like him, so I'm gonna take every opportunity I can to bash him. I don't give a shit.
You gonna bash him at the beach? I'm joking.
And Zeus, I don't want to hear any more about. Oh, but he put Hogan on Nitro. Who gives a fuck? Okay, please.
Made him submit. That was great.
Oh, stop!
Put him in the rag. People went fucking nuts.
Yeah, they did. They did.
There's more people watching that than watching Okada do anything.
Wow!
Damn!
Wow!
Like 8,000 people watched, you know, your boy.
8,000. Jesus.
Deflated. Defeated.
Wow. Defeated. Oh my god! Dang! Zeus chose murder today.
I know, right? Fuck. So let me ask you both a question then. What was more over with Luger? Him slamming Yokozuna or him putting Hogan in the torture rack?
That's pretty tough because I mean, you know, that was national news. I mean, I remember them sneaking into some stuff because it was kind of a slow news day. But you know, probably it's probably a bigger deal on Nitro because Hogan was so hated and so much more well known than Yokozuna.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Hogan actually agreed to put Luger over.
I know.
I mean, it was for such a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, couldn't do that for fucking Sting though.
Let's not go there.
Either time, fucking, you know, Starrcade '97 and Fall Brawl. You know,
you're just being a bitch. You know that, right?
Well, yeah. It's just, you know, once again, it's like, well, why is this guy? You know.
No.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah, once again, the shit we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, has Sting ever talked about it?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think he's ever gotten into it.
I mean, you would kind of need Sting to like open up about it, like about his side of it.
I mean, he doesn't really open up a lot about stuff like that. I don't know why, because there's some good stories you could tell, I'm sure.
But, you know, speaking about Sting and Lex Luger and all this, Lex Luger says he wants DDP and Sting with him at the thing. He wants him up there with him when he...
Oh, so who's going to...
Excuse me. I just had to clear my throat.
He wants both of them to put them in the Hall of Fame?
Well, I think he just wants them like with him or something.
Oh, okay.
To hold him up or
pick him up like they did in the Lion King under his arms.
Yeah.
Dangling.
He puts on his Hall of Fame ring and he falls. And all of a sudden, DDP presses the button. I fall and I can't get up. Sting comes to the rescue. I mean, I know Sting's a changed man. I mean, I know Luger's a changed man, and all of this, and now he's the sentimental favorite. Not by me, but he's the sentimental favorite. But if you personally ask me, do I think he belongs in the Hall of Fame? No. Just same much as Earthquake and Typhoon don't belong there either. Come on. I mean, the Hall of Fame is getting to be it's getting to be like, okay, I guess we're running out of people, so let's just put whoever was a star in this particular period in the Hall of Fame.
Well, and then of course they're also being quite selective about that in their own way.
Yeah.
Demolition's not in there.
Well, I thought they settled that shit years ago.
No, it was dismissed, but they're not letting up on holding it against them.
I mean, not for nothing. I mean, it seems like an asshole. I mean, like I don't mean to sound like an asshole, but Matt Superstar, I mean, he ain't getting any younger. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's not just him. I mean, but like Ivan Koloff's a huge part of their history.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's he's the one that took the belt off of Bruno.
Yeah.
And they were showing clips of Bruno versus Ivan Koloff in the cage.
Ivan Koloff,
on Raw.
Yeah. It was like, this happened in the garden. They showed that. They showed Snooker Morocco. Remember, Pedro? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we haven't even talked about Raw.
Nah.
The garden was hot for like
the garden was hot. Well, it was hot for 2 straight days. It was hot for Raw, and then it was hot for the NXT show. Even though it was at the theater in Madison Square Garden. I keep saying the Felt Forum because I actually went to the Felt Forum to watch wrestling. They would do closed circuit in the Felt Forum. So, like, let's say the garden was sold out, right?
Yeah.
They would put these big screens in the Felt Forum, and then they sell tickets to the Felt Forum. And then, like the Forum held about 6,000 at the time. Oh. So it was like going to another show, but you're watching big screens. The show that's happening 500 feet away, So. But now it's called the theater at Madison Square Garden. That NXT show there was rocking. Fucking Stephanie Vaquer is awesome. Oh, yeah, Charlotte Flair last night on SmackDown did Stephanie Vaquer's move.
Oh, which one? The
know which one.
Okay, the head ramming one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and the crowd booed. I forgot who said it. Somebody said, "Where's Booker T when you need him?"
Did you guys say that Charlotte's a babyface right now?
No.
She tried. They tried. It didn't work.
Okay. Yeah, they pivoted really fast.
It lasted a segment, if that.
Yeah, not even a full segment. It was pivoted.
Yeah, I mean, she started her promo, and the crowd started booing her right away. So she switched mid promo. It was ugly. It was just no. And you know what? I like Charlotte, but she should go away. There's another one that's not needed. She's not needed.
But here's the thing with the WWE: who do they really need at this point? Like, there's so many people they don't need.
Well, you can, as long as you have these 5. You got Tiffany Stratton, You had the Bianca Belair. You got Jay Cargill. You need your monster heel, so you keep Nia Jax, and you have Bailey. All right, because she's most over. You have those five. Everybody else can all be complementary pieces.
Are you talking about the women?
Yeah.
Are you talking about just on SmackDown or
No, just the women in general.
Because I mean, you left out the most over woman in the entire company.
Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I mean, she's the only woman getting like a pop that's equal to the main event men.
Yeah, but they're not. But they got to start doing something with her.
Not really.
You can't just have it just for the pop. I mean, it's great.
They're working her into
right.
a WrestleMania 3-way, James.
That remains to be seen. Hopefully, they do it right.
What do you mean that remains to be seen?
Zeus, the way they have
no. Zeus, they have a segment with Io Shirai and both Bianca and Rhea Ripley are like arguing and pushing her. And then
they slapped Io.
Io Shirai slaps both of them and pointing to her belt, pointing to the WrestleMania sign. And James is like, we'll see if they do a 3-way. I wonder what they're telegraphing there, James. I wonder what they're telegraphing with like big flashing letters.
I know. It just I don't. I chose the wrong words. I don't like the way they're doing it. Okay. I don't like the way they're making Rhea Ripley because you see that segment that she had in the back with Kathy Kelly, where she's like losing it. I'm like, that's not her. She's always confident. She's always badass. She's always, I'm Rhea Ripley. I'm mommy. I'm the Eradicator. She was in the backstage losing it and pointing fingers and that's not her.
Welcome to Bones, who's asking who is Bianca. We're talking about Bianca Belair in the WWE. Welcome in to the Mark Alabama Mania.
I just didn't like the way they presented her in that way, so I'm like, okay,
But yeah, it's going to be a 3-way, James.
I know there is. As the Street Profits new tag team champs, so that's good.
Oh wow! On SmackDown,
they took the belts off DIY last night. I was the main event for the Barcelona show.
A lot of title changes lately.
They're switching it up before Mania. I love it. Excuse me. Yeah. So throw everything to the wall. Throw all spaghetti to the wall. See what sticks.
You just you set up good payoffs. That's the most important thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it should. I mean, it's interesting WrestleMania season. I mean, it's interesting. It's like I said last week. They could have easily rested on the John Cena heel turn and not done anything else, and they could have rode that all the way to April, but they're changing it up. It's not boring, that's for sure. Although they did a one-on-one interview with Jay Cargill last night.
Oh yeah,
a little cringy. Yeah, a little cringy. Because Kathy Kelly was asking her, "Well, how come you didn't say anything if you knew it was Naomi?" And Jay's like, "Oh, I wasn't ready." Oh, what do you mean you wasn't ready? What kind of shit is that?
She was still processing it. No,
she was processing. I was fixing my bicep.
Fixing my biceps.
But,
people are still going on about this rumor, and it's just rumors at this point about the whole deal with Jade and Shayna Baszler. People are still like arguing and fighting over that whole deal online.
Why?
I don't know. Some rumor that like Jade told Shayna Baszler that she needed to learn how to work, and and Shayna told her like, if I was shooting, we would both know it, or something like that. And I don't know, there's some heat between them. Who knows? It's just, it could be all BS. Y'all haven't heard any of that stuff, or?
I did hear. I saw.
I heard some of it. I heard some of it. Yeah, I saw some of it, but I'm like, I just took it with a grain of salt.
I mean, Shayna's another one that, if she wanted to beat somebody's ass, she's probably gonna beat that ass.
Yeah. Wasn't she really good at MMA?
She was quite good. She headlined. She main evented this one early all women's pay per view from Invicta, and she was going up against Sarah McMahon, I think it was, and she was like undefeated at the time, and it was a decision. I didn't agree with it, but I mean, even back then, I was like, Shayna's really tough, and I was like that, because that loss, I think that loss kind of hurt her career a little bit, and
yeah.
I think it kind of, I think it would have, I think it would have propelled her a little bit more in women's MMA if she'd have won that one instead of not. But that's just,
you want to talk about going to the main roster and just sitting around. I mean, she was badass at NXT.
Yeah.
Remember those battles she had with Rhea Ripley? Oh, they were awesome. And then she gets to the main roster, it's like, okay.
Yeah. I mean, there was, and then it's just kind of been, her doing a good job of filling in when she needs to.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
I mean,
kind of like you're saying, she's a complimentary player.
Yeah.
It's a living. They're doing.
It's a living.
I think too many times fans get caught up in how they're being pushed, how they're being this, but for them it's just like, oh, I'm getting money. I got a job still. Like, yeah.
I can pay my rent, I can pay my mortgage, whatever it is, So I can gas up my car. I can stop that twisty tweet and get an ice cream.
And there's and different people have different levels, of the love for the sport and the love for whatever, and then but there's also that you kind of get to that point where you realize, okay, well, this is where I'm at. This is it's not going to get a whole lot better than this.
Yeah, some people are just happy where they're at too. So you know what? I make a damn good living. I travel. I see the world. I'm good.
And that it used to be so different. In the 70s and 80s. You get tired of being somewhere after a little while. You just fucking leave.
Yeah.
You leave and come back. Oh, where they been? Oh, they've been somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then they tell you where the fuck they've been. That's what I love about the Freebirds. They come back. They tell you they've been in world class. They tell you they've been.
Yeah. They're like, we were in Texas. We were messing with the boys in Texas, and now we're back. I was like, oh, nice. I like that. So yeah. But I'm looking forward to NXT on Tuesday. I think it should be a good show. I think Raw should be interesting on Monday with Cena, and actually Cody Rhodes going to be in the same show. Yeah. So I'm interested to hear. John Cena heel promo. So it should be interesting. Is he going to come out to his old music? Is he going to come out to the Dr. Thugonomics theme? Is he going to come out to something new? Or is he going to come out to the rock song? Who knows?
You see the WWE revisionist history. They're saying that the Cena heel turn is the greatest heel turn in WWE
come on.
Oh,
history.
here we go. Here we go.
There were after it happened, there were a bunch of fans trying to argue that online, like even before the WWE spin about it. There are a lot of fans trying to argue that this was bigger than Hogan and the NWO thing, and it's just like it wasn't. Like it just isn't.
Nothing was bigger than Hogan's heel turn.
Yeah.
You could be, because even people like me, and there were a lot of people like me who did not like Hogan, who did not root for Hogan, except for that one time at Bash at the Beach where Hogan came out. I actually rooted for Hogan. I said, "Go get him, Hulkster!" And then whap. That was huge.
Yeah, that was huge. Honestly, back in the day too, when I would say that of course it's on TV now and everything, but Larry Zbyszko turning on Bruno Sammartino was huge.
That was big. That was big.
I mean,
that was big.
Was talked about in all the magazines
for years.
There
were people that weren't even able to watch it that were, were keeping up with that.
It was a student turning on the teacher. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and plus it was, Bruno, and
nobody turned on Bruno. How dare you?
Well, especially Zbyszko had been his protege, and
yeah.
He'd been bringing him up and trying to help him get a star.
Other people tried to put the Andre switch in there, but I don't think that worked. I mean, it was okay for WrestleMania 3, but I mean, it wasn't as big as Hogan or Bruno. So the thing with Zbyszko. Hogan was one of the biggest.
The Andre the Giant one was really big too.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd say that's still bigger than that was still bigger than this than Cena and
you think it was bigger than Hogan with NWO?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's saying he thinks it's bigger than the Cena turn.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zeus. My bad.
I mean,
yeah.
Only thing I can say about the Andre turn is that it led to like basically the biggest card of all time. So I mean,
yeah.
I mean, in terms of influence and everything, I can't think of a show that's kind of more important than WrestleMania 3. I mean, it's set the blueprint that every show has followed. The Supercard has followed in a way. It kind of took everything before and ramped it up to a level that went like, oh, this is the prototype going forward.
Right. That's a good point, Pedro. Yeah.
I think the only real misstep in WrestleMania 3 was having the Bulldogs and Hart Foundation match be a 6-man match without the titles on the line.
Right.
Because no matter what the outcome would have been, if it had been the Hart Foundation, Danny Davis winning, or the Hart Foundation winning, or the Bulldogs winning, I think that would have been another great match that added to that feud, for that card. Because I mean, we kind of all lean on Steamboat and Savage and Hogan and Andre for that, but there was quite a few good matches on there. But I think that that tag team match should have been for the belts with just the 4 guys.
Yeah, no argument there.
Yeah.
It's like when people say that, try to tell me that Great American Bash '89 was the best bash ever. I'm like, not with 17 minutes of Bill Irwin and Brian Pillman.
Remember that Bill Irwin? Oh my God! Remember that? Oh.
Hey, that reminds me. Have y'all seen this WCW channel on YouTube?
Yeah, I believe it's WWE is.
Yeah. They're popping up some like entire cards, like the Slamboree.
Yeah.
They had the Starcade on there. I mean, I don't know which one. I said they got posted one in our chat, right? Yeah, they had like
you
a
did.
yeah.
Yeah. It's been on my YouTube feed. Like, I haven't been watching it, but it's been popping up on my YouTube feed like all week.
I posted one with the Flair and Fujinami.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, good job.
They put up full event of Starcade '93. Ric Flair versus Vader.
Yeah. There you go, Zeus. You should be happy for that.
They got a premiere.
Oh, speaking of
5 hours, they've got a full episode of WCW from the '80s. Dusty Rhodes as a warning for Ric Flair.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's got to be like '85. It says following his return to action at the Omni, Dusty Rhodes promises to put hard times on Ric Flair at Starrcade. Plus the Rock and Roll Express, Raging Bull, Manny Fernandez, Tully Blanchard in action. Yeah, I'll watch that. I'll watch that this afternoon.
I'll be.
I know when the Horseman broke Dusty Rhodes' leg, man. That was like huge for me.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
They have the full match of the Outsiders versus Sting, Luger, and Randy Savage from Bash the Beach. It's got 277,000 views in 9 days.
Oh wow!
Yeah. They got the whole Clash of Champions 3 on there. Wow, this is holy shit! I'm subscribing to this channel.
Yeah.
Because now all this stuff's going to be, it's going to be good quality too.
Right. It's all remastered. It's all upscaled to 4K or whatever it is, 1080p.
Oh, the full Clash of Champions, the first one.
Oh yeah, they got the first one on there.
Yep.
That's hot. That is hot.
Haute couture.
I'm still 50-50 if I want to actually watch the Hall of Fame this year. I don't know if I can do it.
Who all have they announced besides Luger and the tag team Natural Disasters?
I think Triple H is going in again.
Like on his own or?
Yeah, on his own. There was a surprise. There was people he was supposed to, because he wasn't going to put himself over, but like apparently the Undertaker he's been pushing for this. So yeah, and then they got the Undertaker's wife is going in, Michelle McCool.
Oh, Michelle. Okay, I see.
So we got 7 more people going in now. Haku.
Haku, really?
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
Where are y'all finding the information? Okay.
I clicked on it because it says, okay, it's saying Triple H and Lex Luger. There's still room for more. Okay. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so far it's the Natural Disasters. So far, Michelle McCool, Triple H, Lex Luger. And I think there's 2 more or 3 more that has to be announced.
Well, they usually take somebody posthumously.
Was it Tenta gone?
Yeah, but I mean, if that's part, I mean, I wouldn't think that would be it. They usually take somebody solo.
Right. Speaking of Hall of Famers, Dark Side of the Ring is starting up next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's next week. Or the week after or something like that. And I think the very first one is the Hell in a Cell one. The famous one. I mean, which I don't know. I think you said this, Pedro. Like how much more can they actually cover with that?
With what?
The Hell in the Cell.
Oh, yeah. You talking about the one with Foley and
yeah, that's the first episode, Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah.
I mean, it's been covered so extensively by the WWE documentaries themselves.
Yeah.
For so many
Undertaker,
times,
both Undertaker and Foley interviewed for that, didn't they?
Yeah, we've heard like every take on it. I don't understand really. I mean, what's the dark side of it, anyways?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like, are they gonna try to say, Vince told me to jump. Vince told me to jump. Like, we know Foley wanted to do that on his own with, so like.
Yeah, we know Taker tried to talk him out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Brain damage. That's what happens to people.
So I don't know how much more information there is. I mean, obviously enough for an episode. So we'll see. And then we'll have to all prepare Zeus because they're gonna do Vader. So you prepared for that, Zeus?
Not really, but hopefully I'll get to pirate it off YouTube again.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be a hit piece, right? You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I mean, they've all become now.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm interested to see the one about Billy Jack Haynes.
I don't know if I'm all that interested in it. I mean, he just, he was a decent territory guy, and he played a good kind of a tag along baby face, and he was somebody that, he was. I mean, I hate using the phrase, but I mean, he's a good kind of, middle of the card guy,
Right.
He just,
yeah.
He wasn't great, and he just didn't quite connect with, everybody on a main event level. But, he was a good guy to have, here and there.
Didn't they try to turn him heel and didn't work?
Well, I mean, they put him under a hood, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he Black Blood?
So I think so, yeah. And then I think they're doing Superstar Billy Graham too. So that should be interesting. But again, that's another story that everybody knows. I mean, it's all been told.
Well, but I mean, it's kind of just another variation of like, Superstar Billy Graham's going to be like what, steroids?
Yeah, yeah. He got put in the Hall of Fame, and then he won it out because Abdullah Butcher and blah blah blah.
Or how he's become such an amazing successful artist in the last 40 years.
Yeah.
Have you seen his paintings?
How every wrestler wants to emulate him.
Billy Graham's? Yeah. I never seen Billy Graham's paintings.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
Let me look it up. Superstar Billy Graham. I mean, he's dead.
Are they good?
Right?
I mean, are they good?
He died recently, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he died recently.
Didn't he need another liver transplant or something like that?
May 2023.
Yeah, I knew he passed away. Okay. So Zeus, what I'm seeing, it looks like a bunch of traced stuff. Is that his art?
It was like paintings of like from like cowboy stuff and.
Oh, I'm not finding that. Okay.
Yeah, if you look for like where he was holding his art, like painting.
Seen Jerry Lawler stuff? His stuff is good.
Okay, let me see.
There's one that says Jim Ross shows off incredible gift received from the late. It's nice still life. I mean, he's not
Superstar
like
Billy Graham.
The pair of pairs painted by Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone, Jim.
Mark Marrow,
it's gone, Jim.
Marrow, he put up a painting he did of an elephant. What are you searching under?
I'm looking superstar Billy Graham paintings.
Yeah, I put painting art and then.
Okay, let me put painting art.
Is it under his real name or his kayfabe name?
Kayfabe name.
Getting a lot of stuff with the Billy Graham, the preacher.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tag team with God and mess the devil in the steel cage.
Do you see the one?
That would be awesome. No, I haven't. I haven't come across it yet.
The rise and fall of the Korean job of Ronnie Garvin episodes is going to be epic.
Laugh it up, SpongeBob.
Oh, Brian Bell, that was good.
We were having the Ronnie Garvin Appreciation Society meeting last night on Twitch. I forgot about that.
Yeah. The RGAS.
Sounds like a disease.
I got the RGAS. Really? What's that? I got the Garvins, man.
I got the Garvins.
I got the
Garvins.
It's not good.
It's not. Doctor says I got the Garvins. Blood tests don't lie. Those blood tests don't lie.
I'm a doctor, not a wrestler, Jim.
Okay, I'm gonna try a different tact here.
Yeah, I'm good. Going back to our original conversation, I think Hogan's heel turn was the best one, most significant at least.
It's definitely the greatest one.
It's the biggest one, yeah.
Yeah, it's the big. I mean, it spawned the whole. I mean, it spawned the whole war, didn't it?
Well, I mean, it took it all. It took it all to a new level.
Right.
I think that, I mean, as much as everybody loved Hall and Nash, they weren't going to be able to carry that themselves.
No. Even if Sting had turned, it still wouldn't have been good enough.
No. The Sting turning would have never.
No.
It would not have been.
No. They needed Hogan, brother. Yeah, but you got to hire my nephew, Horace.
You got to hire my nephew, not Horace. And guess what? St. Patty's Day is coming up, James, brother. You got to drink some of my real American beer for St. Patty's Day.
I am a real American drinking skunk beer.
Skunk beer. Mabel
as the third man would have been hype.
No. What were you gonna say?
Mabel.
The worst thing about it would be is if it's actually really good.
I know that. Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. When I said earlier in the show when I said I hope it's terrible beer, because I was thinking, what if it's like good and they've got this terrible like promotion with the Hogan and the whole name and everything? Gotta be like, oh shit, we're fucked. But
Lux and I 1 year we were trying to find that Steve Austin Broken Skull Ranch IPA, and we could not find it. We could not find it nowhere.
I've never seen it either, now that you mention it.
Yeah,
but I don't like IPA. For the record, I don't like IPA. But...
It was like, it's WrestleMania weekend. How about if we do Steve Austin's beer? Yay, that's a great idea. Nope, didn't happen. Nobody had it.
Some of those beers are just destined for short term.
Yeah.
There's a couple of the radio show guys I used to listen to in Greensboro, they would they had a limited edition beer.
Yeah. You like IPAs, Pedro?
No, I do not. Indian Pale Ales, I do not like them.
Yeah. You don't like any of the Goose Islands?
I mean, the few IPAs I've tried, I have not liked them at all.
I got you. I can do the Goose Island. It's good.
But I mean, there's all kinds of stuff I haven't tried. So
yeah, that's why it's sacrilege that they closed down World of Beer for you.
I know.
Oh
yeah.
my God! I'm watching. I'm sorry, I had to interrupt. I'm
Yes.
watching fucking WCW Super Brawl.
Okay.
And after the opening, John Hitchcock is behind Tony Schiavone behind Jim Ross and Dusty Rhodes, holding up a poster that says "Front Row Section D on tour."
Nice.
You can see it's right in between Dusty and Jim Ross's face.
Nice.
Oh God, it's funny as fuck because Dusty hates him too. Oh my God, it's so funny, man. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're ever in Greensboro, North Carolina, go to Parts Unknown, the comic book store, and talk to the most famous comic book seller in all pro wrestling history, John Hitchcock.
Yeah, listen, I didn't get a chance to go, man.
Yeah. Y'all had to boogie out.
Yeah. Well, we ate at that barbecue place, so we ain't gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Barbecue.
That place was awesome, Zeus. That place, that's one hell of a recommendation. That place kicked ass.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, they're slow cooking barbecue.
Only thing was the parking. That was a bitch. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, because the front of it doesn't connect to the back.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Other than that, once we got inside, it was over.
Yeah.
Good beer, good food, good women, good bartending.
Good women. Oh man.
Yeah, you want us,
It's the time of the show where we talk about food. No, I'm just...
yeah, it normally does.
We're starting to get hungry. We all want the lunch to come around dinner.
Feed me. Feed me more.
Ryback was saying something recently like XYZ things would have to happen for him to consider coming back.
Nobody wants him to come back. Nobody.
No one wants Ryback to come back.
He's another one. He's another one where he's a legend in his own mind.
Remember that Twitter poll he did a few years ago where he asked everyone if he should retire for good, and they were like, "Yeah,
retire. You should go to the moon. Get away. Go. Leave now." And he's another one who fucking lived the gimmick and thought, he was the man where he wasn't.
Hello.
I can cut a good promo. I'm good at ring. I know how to work. No, you don't.
Well, I mean,
you suck.
I'm gonna say, being able to work.
You suck, Pedro.
I know, but being able to work increasingly really does not matter at all.
Right. That's true.
No one's having a good match anyways these days. So I mean, it doesn't matter.
Well, it's just like
but you want to be able to learn how to work so you don't kill your opponent either. You know what I'm saying?
But it doesn't matter if everybody sucks.
I mean, kind of. I mean, like, they just pivot from one thing to another. If someone gets injured, they're like, "Oh, well, we'll pivot to this."
Nobody. I mean, that's the thing. They said they had to make a whole fucking article about it. Fucking Will Ospreay thinks that AEW is the best wrestling in the business. Well, no shit. What the fuck do you expect him to say?
Yeah, right.
You know,
I mean, I got to put over the company that pays me, right?
Yeah.
Nah.
We already knew he's fucking happy there. What the fuck kind of stupid ass lazy bullshit excuse for fucking journalism is this?
And also, Zeus, Will Ospreay did say that WWE fans would be basically jerking off into Kleenex if he was there.
Nah, I don't think so.
Echo Gate Studios said, "What Mox versus Cope was epic."
The rated R stupid star? No, he should retire too.
I don't know if it's true, but the rumor is that Edge wouldn't put over Christian, so they came up with the finish of Moxley pinning Christian on that show. That's who knows where people came up with this, but you're like, why would Edge not put over Christian?
I didn't watch any of the pay-per-view. I didn't watch any of the pay-per-view, so I can't really comment on the matches. But, however, from what I read, I was reading more than multiple sources said that was one of the worst main events for a pay-per-view ever. Now, I've never seen the match, so I can't comment on it, but that's what people are saying. So either the finish was really, really bad, or just something else happened.
People seem to really hate it. Yes, it was supposed to be Moxley versus Cope, right? And then Christian came out with his briefcase, and it turned it into a three-way, and then he ended up losing the match. Moxley pinned or whatever him.
So you changed your main event at the last minute.
Yeah, I mean they were, referencing, whatever from WWE, but what? I mean,
it seems strange that two guys that had a damn podcast together for years and were a tag team together for years would
lifelong friends
job for each other.
Yeah, I mean
you'd think they would.
I find that rumor like really strange that like Edge would not want to put over Christian or whatever.
Yeah,
but it's hard to say. I mean, but.
Oh, hey, this is also on Super Brawl. Is the match where Brad Armstrong is Brad Armstrong, and then later in the match he's Bad Street.
I mean, he what?
He's in the match as two different personas.
Oh, okay.
He's. Actually, I think this might be the. Oh no, it's when they first called him Fantasia.
Oh.
Yeah, with the mask and the feathers.
With the mask, yeah. Oof. I used to like Brad Armstrong. I thought he was good. Technically, I thought he was good. He
was.
He just didn't have any personality.
He was always so willing to do any stupid fucking thing they asked him to. Hey, why don't you be the Candyman? Okay. Why don't you be Discount Spider-Man? Okay. He literally would do anything they asked. Now, Bad Street didn't turn out to be a bad thing. Thankfully, Disney sent the cease and desist on the name Fantasia.
Yeah.
So they had to change him to Bad Street.
The Road Dogg knockoff. Buzzkill.
Yeah, he did that too. He probably called his brother, hey, I got to start acting like you next week, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking over the match times from this from that AEW pay-per-view. I don't know why. It's just the last three matches, like if you put them together, this is just the match time. We're not putting in like entrances and post matches, right? Just the match time. So Kenny Omega, Takeshita, Ospreay, Fletcher, Moxley, Cope, Christian is basically 90 minutes. Like those 3 matches are like basically 30 minutes each. So now imagine with the entrances and the post-match stuff. So we're talking like 2 hours. It's just 3 matches. That is not great. When you had like,
but that's what the fans want. It's they're real wrestling, so they have to wrestle for 30 minutes. You know, every match has to be epic. You know, every match is the best match ever.
But on that pay-per-view, you had 6 matches before that. So, and those matches are like the first 3 are like an hour. That's, again, we're not counting like entrances and stuff. So just the match times, that's like an hour of wrestling. And then like another, like 20, 40 minutes of wrestling. So you're talking like,
I guess.
How long was this show? Like,
well, James, you were at the green room.
James is like,
it was long. It was long. It was long. It was long. But again, I mean, if you're into the AEW, then I guess it's not long enough. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this is what you're into.
A Meltzer note about this show.
Here we go.
He gave Toni Storm versus Mariah May, Kenny Omega versus Takashita, and Ospreay versus Fletcher, all 5 stars. Each match got 5 stars. And then he gave Swerve Strickland Ricochet 4 3/4 stars, so it's basically a 5-star match. So he gave 4 matches basically 5-star ratings on this show.
This is
Pedro, if you and I had a thumb wrestling match, you would give it 5 stars.
No, we would not be we would not get 5 stars for our thumb wrestling match.
Okay, 4 3/4. My bad.
We would we would not. We're too old to get those ratings.
I know, right? You were like, I'm like, yay! I'm too tired. You go over. Hell no, you go over. Okay.
I'll put you, over? James. I have no problem putting you over. Just
the same here. I'll do the job. That works for me, brother. Oh man!
I don't have to cope about it.
There you go.
You don't have to lie and make excuses and spin it into a certain way.
I fasted a new finish, damn it.
Did y'all see how Toni Storm, how much blood Toni Storm and Mariah May bled in their match?
That's the only story I'm pretty much interested in, the whole thing with Mariah May, because it's been going on for a while. So I'm sure there's some interesting spots about that. I would be interested in that. But everything else, I pass.
They bled a lot. That's all I know. Bled a lot.
I like Toni Storm. I always like Toni Storm.
I mean, she's been the smartest one about, kind of, becoming as big of an over the top character has been more successful than trying to be the cute little girl who looked like she just fell out of the diva era,
Yeah. At times, Toni Storm works for her. It does.
Yeah.
And it's funny because it goes back to what you said, Zeus. It's like you would think you'd go to the WWE to be in that kind of character, mode. But here we are.
Right. They get the over the top gimmick, but not in the WWE.
I'm sure she's had to fucking argue about it, with Tony Khan. No, why don't we just have you wrestle 20, 30-minute matches every night?
I'm sure she bribed him with some cocaine.
You don't have to talk so much.
Yeah.
Jenny, welcome in, Jenny. Have you talked about Mercedes yet? Briefly, we talked about Momo Watanabe injuring her ankle in their match, but otherwise, we haven't talked much about Mercedes.
I haven't seen any of her matches in a while.
I saw her versus Harley Cameron from that Australia show earlier this year,
Yeah.
or last month or whenever.
Actually, she's going to be wrestling in New York against Indy Hartwell.
Yeah, Indy Hartwell for House of Glory.
Yeah, there you go.
So, and then also we also learned this week that Jordan Grace doesn't know how to swing a chair.
Oh my God, no!
Just when you thought that Lance Storm had the softest chair shots of all time. Of course, actually, I think Thunder Rosa being unable to swing a chair maybe takes the cake, as weak as chair shot. But yeah, Thunder Rosa is definitely second place. I mean,
well, I mean, no fairness too, Jordan Grace is probably nervous because after she gave Cora Jade a concussion. From what move, I don't know. But, it happened on live TV. They had to pull it out of the ring.
People can get stop the match from all kind of things.
Anything, right. So, maybe,
kind of.
Maybe that was the reasoning behind the weakest chair shot in the history of chair shots. That was bad. If you're not going to swing a chair properly, don't swing it at all. But don't, if you can't beat Balls Mahoney, don't do it.
Balls Mahoney. It's hard to imagine that he's dead. Like he was so young, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but Zeus, that was bad. That was a bad chair shot.
That was terrible. That was like
it was horrible.
I mean, her slams and things. She does that move. It's the Penta Driver, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's got a million moves that would look more painful than that stupid crap. And I get it. I totally respect, if you don't want to, you don't want to hurt somebody, with a chair. I mean,
then don't do it. Then don't do it. Goes back to my point. Then don't do it. If you're not going to swing it, then don't do it half-assed and it looks like shit. Don't do it.
Yeah.
There are other ways to get your point across in the match. There are other ways to tell the story. Don't do it. That's like if I'm in the middle of the ring, I'm wrestling, and boom, I got the defibrillator. Don't give me a heart
The most electrifying.
Where's my tag team partner, pacemaker?
Well, that'd be the ultimate defense if you're able to shock him back with the.
Yeah, right. He gave him a heart punch. He's dead, Jim. Wait, he comes back. Pacemaker brought him back. Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Rumble, rumble.
Oh. I haven't seen any Mercedes Monet matches, but I'm not looking forward to seeing her anymore.
So Jenny, just a question: Are you G lady? I have a feeling you're G lady. I did watch like the first hour of the Grand Slam Australia, that collision from Australia. And so I saw the Omega. Who was he teaming with? Omega and Ospreay versus Takeshita and Fletcher, right? Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah.
So I saw that, and I saw Mercedes versus Harley Cameron. And so I did see that. I didn't see the rest of it, but I did see that. The only thing I'll say about Mercedes Harley Cameron was the puppet was so over with the crowd. It got such a big pop when the puppet. So I don't know.
Well, the only thing that AEW is going to do that I'm actually in favor of, that they're going to get rid of a lot of the titles. So, like, a lot of the titles are going to get or condensed, which is good.
Oh,
There's too many
really?
championships. Yeah. So you know you're gonna have, like I mentioned before, because it's inevitable. You're gonna have the Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada. You know they're gonna have that match. They're gonna unify that title. I think there's another title that's gonna get unified as well.
You know Okada's going to job for that.
Yeah, I know.
He's going to look terrible doing it.
Zeus, you don't got to tell me. I already know he's gonna job to Omega. I know. And which is, fine. You know.
Now I want to say something about that match I watched, the tag team match with Omega. I may have said this before. I did not realize he was in such bad shape.
Yeah.
Oh, Omega. Yeah. He's hurt.
I didn't
too.
know.
Yeah.
Like he does these little bursts of athleticism, and then he's just moving around. Like, I mean, he's not to Tanahashi and Naito.
No, not yet.
But he's not that far off either. Like his posture, he's just hunched over all the time. And he just has a look like he's in so much pain.
I was saying that he shouldn't have came back now. Like he needed more time away, but he's back in, and it doesn't look right.
I mean, like you look at his physique, he's got his muscles and everything. So I mean, but he's not moving very well at all. And like his
diverticulitis will do that for you.
What was that? What do they call his knee strike? The V trigger or the Z trigger or whatever they call it. I never thought he had the best knee. Anyways, there's a few people who I think have much better knees than he does. But it looks like just he barely gets up at all for it now. And I'm not surprised. I'm not really criticizing him because you can tell he's just in a lot of pain. I just didn't
he's in a lot of pain. Yeah,
I didn't realize he was in so much. He was in such a bad shape, and people are like, "Oh, this match is this." And I'm just like, but he can barely move. How good is this stuff? Are you all having rose-colored glasses? Was what I was thinking.
That's going to be Ospreay in 5 years. You know that, right?
Shoot, I mean,
Ospreay's not going to be able to move.
He's
going to be hurting through the matches. He's going to be, he's going to end up like Tanahashi. It's a shame because all these guys are pretty much young. They're not old. But I mean, for athletic as Ospreay is, he's going to end up,
Oh, that did y'all see the Spanish fly off the cage from the Revolution?
No, again, I didn't see any of the matches, so I can't really comment. No,
it was real ugly. First off, the Spanish fly was really ugly, and the way they landed, or specifically, I should say, the way Ospreay landed, it just looked horrible. Like Fletcher landed, like flat or whatever, but Ospreay kind of landed in this weird, fucked up way. I was just like, oh, that looked painful as fuck. The whole thing looked real ugly. I don't know if you've seen that. If you find the clip, it looks terrible. The landing looks terrible.
There's a lot. I know. Again, it goes back to what you guys were saying, how like fans are spoiled these days. Well, like a lot of things need to stop. Like a lot of the top of the cage, top of the rope, top of this, top of that. It just common sense, just so people don't break their ankles. I mean, look at Bronson. Look at Bronson Reed. That man should have never came off the top rope. Never. He shouldn't be doing shit like that. And yes, I know that's his move, but the same thing about Ospreay. He goes off the top rope, but it's going to catch up with you eventually, and you're going to hurt yourself or you're going to hurt somebody else. There's other ways of telling the story, because now all you do is creating the what's next scenario. Oh, he came off the top of the cage. What's next? He's going to come off the top of the building. What's next? He's going to go. He's going to jump out of a plane and do a flip. What's next?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of wrestling needs to de-escalate. I know a lot of people say, like, a lot of people say, no, it can't, and you can't put the.
I pay a lot of money for tickets. I pay a lot of money for tickets. I want to see.
Yeah, The big attraction, like in the WWE right now, for all this monster business they're doing, what's the big attraction? Soap opera angles.
Mm-hmm.
The Bloodline's a big soap opera angle. That's what got everyone back. John Cena.
All John Cena did was kick Cody Rhodes in the balls, and that was the biggest thing. He wasn't coming off the top rope. He wasn't doing anything stupid. That was the biggest thing. It's again another way to tell the story.
Naomi, Bianca, Jade. That is pure soap opera right there.
That's General Hospital at its best.
Soap opera.
Okay?
It's soap opera. That's
it's soap opera.
Pure soap opera.
That's what Yellowstone. It's Dynasty. It's all of that. It's soap opera.
That last year of Roman Reigns' title reign, people were going to the shows not for specific matches. Fans were going to the shows because they wanted to say they were there to see the XYZ chapter of the Bloodline. Right. I mean, that's what people want to see right now is stories. The stuff we've been talking about in AEW the last year, the only thing we've said was captivating was Tony Storm, Mariah May, and Mina. That whole three, the back and forth with all that. The soap operas.
And you said that she bled a lot, right?
On the Revolution, yeah. You haven't seen how much she bled?
No, she doesn't. Man. Her story is so captivating that they don't have to do that. Right. They don't because people already so invested in Timeless Tony Storm and the whole thing with Mariah May. They don't need it.
When you see how covered in blood she was, James, you're gonna.
Well, what is she cosplaying Moxley? What? I mean, come on.
I mean, basically head to toe in blood, and they even broke a champagne bottle over her coochie. I'm not even making that up. I'm not even making that spot up.
That gives a new meaning. That gives a new meaning to the term. Put the cork back in it. Oh my god!
Oh damn!
God damn, James! Holy shit!
Wow. See, that's unnecessary though. It's unnecessary. I get it. It's again. It's about trying to do something to wow the people because they pay shitload of money for the tickets, and they want their money's worth. So again, what can we do next? What's next?
I think the problem with the Revolution, with that pay-per-view, so many people bled on that pay-per-view. Like multiple matches of people bleeding head to toe in that. I mean, it all loses impact.
See, yeah, because that didn't happen to the Revolution pay-per-view I went to. I mean, again, it was all centered around Sting. And then, even the first Revolution pay-per-view that I went to, the only people who bled were the fucking CM Punk and
MJF.
And MJF. That was it. So, and it was impactful because they had a chain match. So it was impactful because nobody else bled on that show. But like you said, like everybody, their mother's bleeding now.
It's all blood.
I got 26 Band-Aids. Who gets them?
We think TK's into cocaine, but maybe he's really a vampire. Who knows?
But I wholeheartedly agree with you, Pedro, that I think professional wrestling needs to de-escalate.
Yeah,
it's getting too much. It's just getting too much.
Well,
as much as I like seeing Bronson Reed come off the top rope because it is a sight. He's 350 pounds. He's coming off the top rope like it's nothing, but that's dangerous. I mean, look, he broke both his ankles.
I mean, some of that's on the person, like how they did their fall. I mean, it's kind of like when Zeus and I watched the Despy. What's his name? Zeus from Tokyo Dome.
Doki,
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what Doki got hurt, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the way he landed. Like, it was kind of all on him how he got injured. Like,
right.
Jenny asks, would you want to see Storm versus Mercedes? I'm sure that's where it's leading to all in, right?
It's gonna happen. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually.
Probably in Dallas, that's what they'll do.
I mean, I understand that they're trying to elevate that TBS title. I get it, But sooner or later it's going to be, they're going to unify, and sooner or later, it's going to happen.
Well, I
So
mean, and Mercedes has like 4 titles at the moment. Like,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
so something's got
She's
to
doing
give.
an ultimate dragon cosplay.
Well, I mean, they're kind of like so Toni Storm has been elevating herself with these storylines, right? And this character. And then you've got Mercedes, which is collecting all these belts. So it's like they're becoming like, forget the stature of what the belts are supposed to mean. They're becoming too big, like, to coexist, is what is kind of how I see it. If they think along those lines, that's how it should sort of build up, I guess. But who knows? We'll see. I'm a little scared to see how the promo battles will go between those two, because Mercedes not great on the microphone. But anyways, we've been talking a lot about it.
But that's where it's headed, because they're going to unify those belts too. So it's headed there.
Yeah. The bigger
I'm sure it'll be a 30-minute extravaganza.
The bigger question: Will I ever open AEW trading cards on Looking at Cards? Probably not. Who knows? But someone. I'm not spending money on it. But if someone out there, wants to spend money,
you of all people going to give Tony Khan money? No.
Nah. They would to get me to a show. They would have to have a show at the Johnson Coliseum here in Huntsville. It'd have to be a Saturday. They'd have to give me free tickets. Maybe some hotel time with someone. But who knows? Who knows? fly in some people, but
they gotta fly you with Tommy for a match.
No, I don't want Mayu involved in AEW at all. Oh my God! You said Brian Bell said I'd almost fly out there just to see Dro go to a show live. Oh my God, no. I haven't been since 2019. It would be nice to go, but it's impossible at the moment. I can't even go to a concert. I mean, it's just impossible. So,
plus it's getting to be like we discussed it last week or a few weeks ago. It's getting to be an event now. It's like going to Disney, going to these wrestling shows. You're going to spend money. It's like an event. It's like, you're going to pay for the ticket. You're going to pay for parking. You're going to pay for this. You're going to want a souvenir. You're going to want a T-shirt. You got kids. They're going to want belts. Blah blah blah. It's expensive. It's not cheap anymore.
Yeah.
Shit, I remember going to the Elks Lodge in Queens for ECW shows. I used to go all the time. It was cheap.
I was just showing my coworker David. I was showing him my scrapbook and showing him all the those ticket stubs and stuff I have.
Yeah.
Photos and stuff, and he saw the prices of some of those tickets. It's just like it's such a huge difference, especially after he was just searching for nosebleed seats and.
What was that cheapest ticket in Buffalo, Zeus?
What's that?
What was the cheapest ticket in the Buffalo Raw show?
He said it was $75.
Damn, look at that. I mean, I remember going to fucking Outstock for $20 and $2 beers.
I mean, have you looked at ticket prices for like concerts?
I'm trying to get into NXT, and I mean, it's gotten so ridiculous now. Is that you got to put your name, you got to pay a retainer, then put your name on the list, and if they call you, then you pay the full price of the ticket, and then you go. And then you can't even take a ride share or a car there anymore. You got to use their shuttle service.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Why do you think I stopped going to NXT shows? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you can't. It's impossible to get to. I don't know how these people are getting tickets, but it's almost impossible.
Wow.
After I get out of the hospital, I wanted to treat myself. I said, you know what? I almost bit it on the table, so I might as well just go out in the place to go. I'll go to the show. I went on to NXT. I had to go through all these jumps and all these hoops, and it's NXT. It's like $100. Like you got to be shitting me. It's getting to be an event.
Yeah.
It's like going to a baseball game. You got to mortgage your house. It's I'm telling you, it's like going to Disney.
But Pedro, to kind of answer your question, yeah, I've seen some ticket prices lately. It's crazy.
Well, I mean, I remember.
I don't know how people are going to multiple shows.
I don't know. I mean, I remember in the 90s going to a bunch of concerts. They would be like under $20 at clubs and stuff like that. Now that it's over $100 a person. At even like at small things like at clubs, like we're not even talking big venues, just small club shows. It's still like tons of money now. It's insane. But that's how everything just keeps going up except people's paychecks. But hey, we need to get out of here.
That's why I'll be watching WWE on TV.
TV.
I told you about that time Lux and I tried to go to the Royal Rumble in Tampa. They were like $350 a ticket. We was like, nope. Order pizza and beer. We'll call it a day.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
So what's going on, James? You got some stuff going on this week potentially, right?
Yeah, I got some stuff going on, but I should be all right for the show next week and for Real House Radio on Friday. Hopefully, we'll see how everything plays out on Monday.
Zeus, what do you got going on besides burping?
Nothing.
All right. Tuesday, I got looking at cards. Wednesday, Friday, the usual noise making on Twitch. A sort of an announcement.
RGS.
What?
RGAS on Friday.
RGAS, yeah, on Fridays, RGAS, Ronnie Garvin Appreciation Society night. Tuesday is RJFC, Ronnie Garvin Fight Club, when Zeus and Brian Bell get to fight about Ronnie Garvin.
Well, that's gonna be two hits, me hitting him hitting the ground.
Damn. But I do want to say this week I did finish the writing phase of my new album. So the album is written. It's completely written now. So next week starts the recording. But so that'll take a few weeks to record the album. But yeah, I did finish writing the album. So just letting people know. Thank you everyone for hanging out. Everyone take care. Have a great weekend. And
thank you, B. Brian Bell. Thank you, Jenny.
Yes, and thank you, Bones. They commented once.
Bones.
Thank you, Echo Gate Studios, Brian Bell, Jenny, G Lady. Thank y'all, and everyone. Adios. I don't know. Adios.